Hello everyone, this is Vijaya Vandita from Sri Venkateshwara College of Engineering. I am studying in 5th sem. Today I am going to discuss about software engineering. Today's topic will be spiral model in software engineering. First, let's see the definition for spiral engineering, that is spiral model. The spiral model is one of the most important software development life cycles model. What is spiral model? A spiral model is a software development life cycle model that provides a systematic and iterable approach to software deployment. It is a diagrammatic representation, looks like a spiral with many loops. The exact number of loops of the spiral is unknown and can vary from the project to project. Each loop of the spiral is called phase of the software development process. Some key points regarding the phase of the spiral model. The exact number of phases needed to develop the product can be varied from the project manager depending upon the project risk. A project manager dynamically determines the number of phases. It is based on the idea of spiral, with each iteration of the spiral representing a complete deployment cycle from requirements gathering and the analysis to the design. Next, let's see what are the phases of the spiral model. The spiral model is a risk-driven model, meaning that the focus is on managing risk through multiple iterable of the software deployment process. It consists of the following phases. First phase is objective defined. In the first phase of the spiral model, we clarify what the project aims to achieve, including functional and non-functional requirements. Second is risk analysis. In the risk analysis, the risks associated with the projects are identified and evaluated. Engineering. In engineering phase, the software is deployed based on the requirements gathered in the previous iteration. Evaluation. In the evaluation phase, the software is evaluated to determine if it meets the requirements and if it is of high quality. Planning. The next iteration of the spiral begins with the new planning phase based on the evaluation. This is a spiral model. This is the spiral model. There is each represents first represents planning objective, second is risk management, third is the plan for next phase, deployment of the next version. Each spiral sees the following um, process. Next is risk handling and spiral model. A risk is any adverse situation that might be affected by the successful completion of a software project. The most important feature of the spiral model is handling use unknown risk of the project has started. Such risk resolutions are earlier done by deployment of protocol. The spiral model supports coping with risk by providing the scope to build a prototype at every phase of the software deployment. The prototyping model also supports risk handling. The risk must be identified completely before the start of the deployment work of the project. But in real life, project risk may occur after the deployment work starts. In this case, we cannot use the prototype model. In the case the spiral model, the features of the product detected and analyzed and the point time is identified through prototyping. Thus, the model is much more flexible compared to other SDLC models. Next, let's see the advantages of spiral model. Risk management. There are five advantages which are given below. There may be many more advantages, but only five are listed here. First is risk management. The projects may have unknown risks that occur on the deployment procedures. In that case, spiral model is the best deployment model to follow due to the risk analysis and risk handling at every phase. Good for large projects. It is recommended to use spiral model in large and complex projects. Flexibility in requirements. Changing the requirements of later phase may be incorporated actually by using this model. Customer satisfaction. Customers may see in the deployment of the product at the earlier phase of the software deployment, and thus they habitat with the system by using it completion to the total product. Iterative and incremental approach. The spiral model provides a iterative and incremental approach to software development, allowing for more flexibility and availability of response. Next is the disadvantages of spiral model. Below are few disadvantages. First is complex, second one is expense, third is too much dependability, fourth is difficult to manage time. Let's see each one in detail. First is complex. The spiral model is more complex than the other SDLC models. Expensive. The spiral model is not suitable for small projects as it is expensive. So when we are using small projects and if you use spiral models, it may be more expensive, which is a waste of cost. So when you're dealing with larger projects, you may use these spiral models because it may not be too much burden. Too much dependability on risk analysis. The successful completion of the project is very much dependent on the risk analysis. Without very highly experienced experts, it is going to failure to develop a project during this model. Difficulty in time management. As the number of phases is unknown at the start of the project, time estimation is very difficult. We have come to end of this session. Hope you have understood the entire modules. If you have not understood any topic, you can go through it again. Thanks for watching my videos. Please do share, like and subscribe my channel. Thank you.